chosen ones. So as you know very well, a lot of the previous manipulations did not work. The wrong people being sent in to pretend like they're going to befriend you or be good people for you, but they end up being deceptive or manipulative, having people potentially set you up, having people do smear campaigns. None of that worked, and you are still whole, complete, intact, and more spiritually aware and more in tune than ever. The next trap your enemy is likely to send in is the trap of materialism. As you know, money is not everything, and happiness comes from within. However, we live in a fake it until you make it hustle culture society. As a result, there are so many games and manipulations played because there are different people and individuals that want you to feel like you're less than if you don't have this or that, and they do this to control you. If they can get you to feel like they have something more that you don't have, or they have more access because of certain things, then they feel like that can lead you off your path and put you on a path and trajectory you wouldn't have been on. There is a very good chance they are going to use finances to try to get you to either compromise your integrity or do something that you are not okay with. So, of course, continue to use your discernment, your intuition, and don't do anything that compromises your soul. This is extremely important at this time. We also have a lot of people that are going through financial instability, and as a result, when those times happen, there are more shady characters that tend to arise and appear. Stay protective. Whatever job you have, I don't care how big or small, don't let anybody let you feel like you are less than because you don't have this house or this car or whatever. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You know, I remember seeing a story where it was a girl who was absolutely beautiful, vibrant, and healthy, and she was crying because she didn't have the money that she thought she should have by the time she got to a certain point in her life. But as I'm looking at her, I'm like, well, you see all of these people out here, celebrities, etc., that are spending millions of dollars on cosmetic surgery to try to have vibrancy and health and the appearance of that, but she had that naturally. You have survived the worst of it. You have survived the manipulations, the bad relationships, the bad romances that have been sent in to send you down the wrong path. These relationships were set up by the enemy in order to lead you astray and off of your course from God and from being inner directed and soul connected. Likely the next attack that your enemy is going to be using is through financially trying to get you to feel like you're less than or missing something, so you will chase the carrot. I'm not talking about finances in terms of wanting to achieve more or have more or whatnot. I'm talking about when certain opportunities or people come in order to mislead you, where the goal is to get you to compromise your integrity or a part of yourself in order to go down the wrong path or trajectory. We live in a fake it until you make it society overall. And this has not been helped, especially with things like hustle culture and the idea that women are all about money, and if a man has enough money, then he can get the girls. And then the idea through a bunch of forms that women need to have this or need to have that, from their bodies to cosmetics. All of that stuff is great and it's fun, but at the same time, if it leads us to a point of self-doubt where we feel like we're missing something because we don't have this or we don't have that, that is the territory where the enemy can come in. Your enemy wants you to feel weak, wants you to feel less than, wants you to feel disconnected, because that's when he can get to work with other tactics that are unhealthy. The more grounded you are, spiritual you are, the more connected you are, the harder it is to get in and to manipulate. The most important thing is what you're already doing, keeping your soul intact, staying spiritually connected, feeling good about yourself. Whatever you do for work, big or small, or however you get your income, don't feel like it's less then most important thing you can do is keep your soul intact. There are already so many women, so many men who have been led down the wrong path and very dark paths because they were chasing the bag or chasing the dollar, and it led them into traps of manipulation. We see it all the time. We hear about it all the time. It's not that important. It is in terms of, yes, you want to earn more, have more, you want to get nice things, but at the same time, it shouldn't define you, as you already know. So you're doing an awesome, amazing job, but don't allow yourself to feel like you don't have something internally because of something externally. I hope you have an awesome, fun, amazing rest of the day, and talk to you later.